Hello, my name is Lex, and welcome to the video. And today I'm continuing my Zodiac adventure, that's what I've been calling it, with sign number 3, which is Gemini. And traditionally, Gemini has been symbolized by the twins, but I really wanted to go with an animal theme, so these guys are going to be symbolized by monkeys. And I have reasons for that. I didn't just decide, yeah, monkeys instead of, I don't know, penguins or wolves, I don't know. But monkeys, because they're extremely energetic, they're playful, they're a little childish, and they are actually always a child at heart, even as they get older. And I know this because I used to work with monkeys, and they're fascinating little creatures. But I thought that they would really fit with Gemini, and so here they are. It did take me about 5 attempts to draw these guys. First, because I forgot that I was drawing Gemini, and I started to draw Cancer, and that's not quite what I wanted to do. And then second, because for every zodiac sign that I've been drawing, if you haven't been keeping up with the other videos, I've been trying to do them in different styles. And for Gemini, I wanted to choose a very fun, a very playful, energetic style. And what better than a children's book sort of look? Haha, rhymes. But anyway, a children's book sort of look. And so I ended up doing almost entirely the cut tool, and it turned out really well. I liked it, and I think it's very addictive using that cut tool. That's what I started with, and then I went away from it, and then I came back to it again. And I talked all about that in my Taurus video, which was right before this one, if you want to check it out. But today is all about Gemini. Gotta get those pretty frilly eyelashes in there, of course. The female monkey, I actually took a little bit of inspiration from that Tarzan gorilla. I think his name is Cheetah. Hear her. I can't remember if it's a boy or girl. I haven't seen Tarzan in a really long time. But yeah, I took inspiration from that, so that's why she has like that big fro on top and she's all pretty. And I did not use a single reference while I was drawing this Zodiac. I didn't use any references, which is pretty crazy, considering I use references for everything I do. There are some artists out there who think that using references is copycatting or it's cheating, and I really can't agree with that, considering you kind of need to use them. That's how you're going to grow. If you always draw from the top of your head, you're never going to grow. I mean, you might be able to do some things that are really, really cool, because I find that whenever I don't use references, my things end up looking very, fantasy creature-like. Like, I'll start drawing a cat, and then the cat ends up having wings, and then I'm like, alright, Pegasus cat, we can fly with this. But that's just me. I don't know, other people might do other things, but whenever I draw without a reference, it ends up looking a little more like a mush of animals put together. Kind of makes a cool effect. Actually, after I'm done with all these zodiac signs, I'm thinking of doing a few of those, because I have a bunch of rough sketches of them, but I just haven't put them up yet, because I've been doing zodiacs. And onwards with the cut tool. So originally I wasn't planning on doing the cut tool, and that's why her face is a little shaded. And then once I started using that cut tool on the fur, it kind of just clicked, and I'm like, this is definitely what I want to do. This is the exact look that I wanted to go with. And so I'm going to switch it later, and you'll be able to see a big difference between the style that her face is in currently and the style that the rest of her body is in. Both monkeys are going to be the same style. And here we go. Boom! Pretty much all of the shading is gone. And I decided to keep the eyes shaded, and there are a couple of reasons for this. The cut tool is great with getting those hard angles in. You really can't get as many sharp angles with a brush, so the cut tool is really good for pop art. It's really good for making like a dramatic edge. However, the brush is really good for adding depth. And so when I do my eyes, even if everything else is done in Cut Tool, I like to do my eyes with a brush because it shows a lot more emotion. And you know how I am about adding motions to eyes. I have ranted about that, I think, in the Taurus video as well. And I'm pretty sure I've ranted about it in other videos, but can't remember off the top of my head. Boom. Floof. I love floofy things. Cannot lie at all. I think that's one of the reasons why I like using this tool so much is because, I don't know, it just goes together so well. And I did go back and reference these guys after I was done drawing them to a real monkey reference. And you know what? I wasn't terribly off. A little with the nose was a little different, and the arms are a little more prosimian-like. Prosimians, if nobody knows, are lemurs. Basically just the lemur family. And they're a lot like primates, our normal primates, monkeys, gorillas, blah blah blah. Well, monkeys and apes. But they are a little less developed. Playing around with layers. Layers will be the death of me, I swear. I always seem to screw them up at some point. That was an easy fix, but ay ay ay. And I know it may seem cliche to go with red and blue. It seems like everything is red and blue nowadays. But I'm not gonna lie, red's my favorite color, and blue is my second favorite color, and that may have played a role. Cannot lie. But I think they turned out really well, because Gemini people, they're almost like two sides of a coin. You never know what you're gonna get. It's yeah, it's interesting. So, polar opposites, red and blue. I suppose I could have gone with, what is it, green and purple, or something green and pink even, but I wanted to get the male and female figure color in there, at least a traditional normal one. You know, back in the day, pink used to be a masculine color, and I want to know why it changed. Like, what was the point in changing it? I don't get it. Oh, whatever. I don't own a single article of pink clothing. I wear a lot of black, and I wear a lot of brown. I'm pretty boring. I think I have to go out clothes shopping soon. Definitely not as vibrant as these monkeys, that's for sure. And it was at about this time that I started thinking about the background, because the background is never something I think about while I'm drawing the main deal. And I decided that I was going to go with something really crazy, really vibrant. And at first I was like, yeah, let's just do them opposite. But then I'm like, nah, that's not going to work. Because Gemini people are such vibrant, such colorful people that I wanted to get practically the entire rainbow thrown in there. And so I decided to do some quirky colors. And here I am drawing the Gemini sign in the back. Normally, in the other ones, I've drawn the sign first and then went and drawn the things around it, except I forgot to draw the Gemini sign. So here it is in that background, and it actually worked out okay. It kind of reminds me of like a tree or some vines behind them. And that works because they're monkeys. And monkeys are fun. And as this video winds to an end, I want to really thank you for getting all the way to the end of the video. If you liked it, well, consider giving it a like, and if you really liked it, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. See you, bye.